Alright, so today we're talking about a pretty messed up situation. Now, I did touch on my initial thoughts about the situation in the podcast that I do with Optic Midnight or Ashley. We kind of discussed it a little bit. We had to refilm the podcast and the story broke probably about an hour after we would have finished filming our podcast. Audio messed up, so we decided to talk about it the next morning. But since then, so many different things have happened. If you guys haven't gathered what we're talking about, it is the DaddyOFive story that has been circulating around the internet. Before we really get into it, I do really want to send a thank you out to Philip DeFranco for really not backing down from this story. I realize that there really isn't a reason to back down from it, but not only has he stuck with the story, but he's also just gone to incredible lengths to make sure that as much information is out there as possible. So let's get into it. We'll give over the basics in case there's people that have just like avoided the story. I know a lot of people who watch this channel don't really follow any kind of like drama or anything like that, or just, you know, internet news. So we're just gonna go over the basics. So basically, DaddyOFive is a channel. Basically what it sounds like: 5 kids in a family. They just basically vlog their lives and just do a bunch of really crazy things. Now, the specific video that ends up getting brought to attention when they first started getting the backlash was actually probably on the lesser scale of how messed up some of their videos are. It was basically a video where the family, specifically the mom, gets that, you know, like the ink that you can spray over everything. At first, it looks like it's like a super blue stained carpet, and then once it dries, it evaporates and disappears. So they take that and they spray it all over this one kid's room, this one kid named Cody. And then they start verbally assaulting him. Like, not just kind of like, Cody, what did you do to your room? What did you do? Like, they're literally like, Cody, get your ass up here. What did you do? Like, literally just this like guttural, animalistic screaming. Get your fucking ass up here!
What did you do?
What?
What the fuck?
I didn't do that!
What the hell is that? What the hell is that?
What is this?
Cody!
Tell me!
I didn't do that!
Oh my god!
Cody,
I didn't do it!
You're
I
taking
knew you
it-
the fucking lion again.
you've
You
done
did
this
this
before!
And then afterwards, they're just like, it's just a prank, bruh. It's just a prank. You got pranked, Cody. And you can see that this kid is visibly distressed. He is upset. You can see it in his eyes. So that was the first thing that kind of brought people's attention to them. But then, of course, people that had not been privy to the channel before start going through other videos and seeing just a bunch of not only emotional abuse, but physical abuse going on, just dating back for ages on this channel. Now, the big thing here is that it's not just necessarily abuse from the parents directed at the kids. Like, there's one video that ended up getting removed by YouTube. YouTube was like, this actually violates like every single one of our community guideline rules, so we're pulling you. They let one kid basically put this Cody kid in a headlock. Keep in mind that Cody is the youngest, and then I think it was either the oldest or the second oldest kid, literally had him like on the ground, bear wrestled, just squeezing him, and then somebody like bag tags him afterwards. Like, somebody, I don't know who it was, but somebody kicked him in the nuts. While this kid is being like strangled on the floor, and he's literally saying things like, this isn't fun anymore, like, please stop, and he's screaming. Like, you can't fake that. That is genuine emotional distress. That is genuine abuse. You can mess around and play fight when you're older. If somebody's older and can like concede to, yeah, man, just put me in a headlock, like it's cool, like everything will be fine, it'll be fun. You can't do that with the kid. You just can't. So the big thing about that is that not only are they doing things to their kids themselves that are emotionally abusive, physically abusive, all kinds of abusive, they're also pitting their own kids against the other one. I think one of the things that bothered me the most is that when the kid gets really, really upset at one point, he's like, can you please all just leave me alone for a few minutes so I can calm down? Like, can you please just take the cameras away? I need a minute to calm down. He's freaking out. And the dad's like, no, Cody, I need to document my life, Cody. I'm vlogging, Cody. No, vloggers know when to shut the camera off. Vloggers shut the camera off all the damn time. This guy is just being a dick and antagonizing his child. And even if you did have some kind of weird, like, I feel like I need to document everything that happens in my life, walk away from the kid and go document something else, jackass. So once all of this information starts coming out, you get a lot of backlash. So there was a round 1 apology when the first Philip DeFranco video broke, and a lot of people saw it. Obviously, dude's got a big channel. People are gonna see it, and then people are gonna continue going through the video. So you get the apology, which is really more of one of those sorry for your feelings apologies, which are like the fakest type of apologies there are. Even if they're slightly exaggerated, you can't exaggerate that way with a kid when you can tell that the kid is actually being assaulted. And like at one point in that iPad video, the dad actually like pushes him into a bookshelf. And he tried to say that it was like, oh, well, you know, Cody ran at me and it was a knee-jerk reaction to push him into a bookcase. You're a grown-ass man and you're gonna push like a kid that, I don't know, is like 3 feet tall or something into a bookcase? Like, come on. You're a little bitch, man. And then it actually got worse. There was another video where like Cody's sitting next to him, he's recording something and he goes to grab it and he literally just like slams his hand down on his arm. And it's enough to make the table shake. I would have to really hit my desk hard. It was like, actually, even hitting my desk that hard doesn't make this camera shake. I get that it's different settings, could be a different table, but it doesn't change the fact that he took his fist and slammed it on his child's arm. Why would you put video evidence of you even touching your kid in a negative way in a video? That makes me really believe that they have no idea or they don't even have a sense that what they're doing is wrong. It's like if they're not flat out wailing on their children with a paddle, it's not abuse. Like it makes me really sad for the situation. It just creates a really hostile environment because you don't know who you can trust. Like literally, their primary caregivers are also their primary antagonists. Like they never know. Even if they're being nice to them, they don't know if it's like, okay, you're being really nice right now. Okay, when's it gonna flip? They're just disgusting people overall. Like, I just can't believe that I was watching it. And at one point, one of the kids says, at least we don't get beat like other kids. For one, what kind of kid says that? When I was a kid, I definitely would have been like, wouldn't ever have been like, well, at least my parents don't beat me. Like, how does that thought even enter your head? And at the same time, we now do have evidence where there's at least some kind of manhandling going on. Like there is some kind of physical abuse happening there on top of all the very, very well documented emotional abuse. So after that initial apology, which was definitely like totally fake and just not even worth listening to, they have now tried to say, actually, it's all fake. We didn't want to say this because it kills channels, but it's all fake, it's all scripted, it's extremely exaggerated. Sometimes the reactions are real, but for the most part, it's all fake. And again, to that I have to say, you can't fake physical abuse on a minor. They do not have the capacity to, for one, consent to that, and two, emotionally process that. And you there's just no way. You can't say, okay, well, you know, you're gonna slam your brother on the ground and it's gonna be fake. You can't. It's actually happening. So it doesn't matter if you think you're staging the situation, or yeah, you probably are staging the situation, but the reactions and the actions that you're eliciting from it are very real and very abusive. And I think that was another thing. Some of the viewers would be like, man, Cody seems like he has anger issues. Have you got him checked out? Wouldn't you have anger issues if like every time you tried to wake up in the morning, somebody was like either like physically messing with you, mentally messing with you? Like you can't even walk around the house without having to be nervous about the next thing that's gonna happen to you. Like the kid's probably in a constant state of fear. And the best part is that after they're done messing with them, they make them say the outro.
Thank you guys for watching this video. If you like this video and want to see more videos like this one, leave a comment down in the section below. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat.
No, not Snapchat and all that.
No Snapchat. And don't forget to like and subscribe to DaddyOFive,
DaddyOFive,
and DaddyOFive Gaming.
And then if they start messing it up, because obviously they're still distraught, they like poke fun at them. Honestly, the whole thing seems like damage control. And the thing that ended up pissing me off the most about the whole situation is at the end, they actually try blaming Philip DeFranco for the fact that they are now under some kind of fire and the fact that he's had to private or delete all the videos on his channel and unmonetize them because it's his family's safety is number one and it's all Philip DeFranco's fault. Philip DeFranco actually said a really great thing. I'm gonna pop right here.
I'm as responsible as a security camera in a gas station filming a robbery.
Yes, it is exactly like blaming a security camera for catching a crime in progress. They were refusing to take any kind of blame on themselves. For one, if the kids are acting out, it's the kids' fault, not the fact that they literally antagonize them on a daily basis. And people are mad at them for abusing their kids, and it's not their fault for abusing their kids and uploading it on YouTube and having like just hours of documented footage of just abuse. It's Philip DeFranco's fault for making a video about it. Just fucking redneck logic, Jesus Christ. Now what has kind of come out recently is there's allegations, there's no real evidence of whether or not it's true yet. The mother of Cody and Emma, the biological mother, has basically said that there was a bunch of really weird situations, just messed up court situations, Mike lying, forcing the kids to say certain things that resulted in her losing custody of Cody and Emma, and that she's basically just had her hands tied trying to deal with that because she can't regain custody. Hopefully, if she is a fit mother, again, these are allegations. For one, I don't know if that story's true. Two, We don't actually know if the mother did do something that would make her unfit to be a parent. I'm not saying that these people are any more suitable to be parents. I'm just saying that there might be a reason why they wouldn't be any better off with the biological mother. I'm really hoping that this increased awareness of the situation causes something to happen. Like, I know that Child Protective Services and just any kind, that whole system is not the best place for kids to be, but growing up in a environment where you are basically put under a constant stressor, pitted against your siblings, abused by your parents, constantly messed with by the people that are supposed to be your central form of safety and comfort, and it's all for the purpose of making money on YouTube, and you're actually being incentivized to let this abuse happen to you. Because they'll say that. They'll be like, we'll get you this if we get this many views. So there's the incentive there. It's like, we'll go to Disneyland if this happens. You're basically incentivizing your kids to accept abuse. And that is incredibly disgusting to me and incredibly messed up. And like I said, even if the videos are fake, even if they have staged every situation, it's still, you can't look at that situation and say, okay, yeah, it was fake, but you can't, because you can't fake situations like that involving kids. It's physically impossible. There's no way. If it was all just like verbal reactions, and then yeah, get that kid a friggin' Oscar, but the physical stuff you can't fake. There's no way around it. Even the stuff from the other kids directed at the other kids. Like, there's even a video of like one of the girl being slapped in the face.
You know you don't hit girls.
Yeah,
but she's your sister. She don't count. Oh my God!
Terrible parents. Like, I'm so disgusted even thinking about this. And the fact that they have people that are defending them, thinking that there's any stretch of the imagination that this is okay. I don't know if you guys have been through something in your lives that you're now trying to justify later in life, but it's not okay. It's messed up. Honestly, I think that's all I really have to say about the situation right now. I'm sure tons more information will come out as this continues on. There's no way this is gonna settle. Obviously, eventually, CPS is gonna get involved. People aren't gonna let this die down. I'm very interested to see what they end up doing with the YouTube channel. As of right now, the main channel, all the videos are gone except for that most recent admittance thing where they're like, it's all fake, and you know, Philip DeFranco is the reason why this is why we're getting hate. Philip DeFranco is the reason why people think we're abusive. Like, get your heads out of your asses. Anyways, that's gonna do it for today. If you guys have any opinions, leave them down below. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, and we'll catch you all later.